Oh, let's do it. All right, let's see. I got a lot of thoughts. I hide them deep inside my life. Hi. Okay.
Hi.
How are you, Lauren?
I'm good. I'm a little bit congested today. My voice sounds weird, but I'm good.
Don't worry. It's that time of year. I swear I'm just getting over something. All my friends are sick, so we're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me. We're such big fans of you and your sisters, so this is a pleasure.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I like your hair. I like
Oh, thanks.
so cute.
Thanks.
Lauren, for us here at Sweety High, we know you, we know all about you, but for those joining us this morning, give us a little backstory of who Lauren Cimorelli is and how you started.
Well, I've been in a singing group with my sisters for a very long time, since I was like 10, I think, and now I'm 24. So I've been doing music for like my whole life basically, and in the last few years I've been kind of branching out and doing some solo projects on the side. So that's kind of my music background.
So 10 years old, getting in a singing group with your sisters. Tell me about that. I mean, that's kind of a dream to work with your sisters. Obviously, there's pros and cons. We all have siblings that some days I wake up loving my brothers. Some days I'm like, oh, you get on my nerves. So tell me about working with your sisters.
Well, I mean, okay, when I was younger, so my mom, she is like a music teacher. She majored in music in college and all of that. So she taught us to sing since we were young. So like singing together was like very normal thing. Um, so like when we started the group, it was just kind of like, oh, cool, like singing together like
Yeah,
we always do. And we definitely had like our ups and downs throughout working together. But I think at this point, like we've all kind of figured out how to work with each other and like how to defuse like arguments and not like
for sure.
argue about petty things like you do with your siblings. We're like, let's not do that right
For
now.
sure. So give you were in this, group with your sisters that starting at the age of 10. Now you're 24, you're branching off, you started your own solo album. So was there ever, just that fear? Because when you have your family and also when you're working with family, you have that support system. And especially in this industry, it's super nice to have that support system sometimes. So now that you're alone, is there that fear or is it excitement? Tell me about that feeling, kind of taking that next step.
Well, I think when I first put out my first like solo song, I was really scared because I didn't know like how people were gonna react. It was very nerve-wracking. I mean, every time I put something out, it's nerve-wracking because yeah, like having my sisters with me is very different than it just being me and like, oh, everything's up to me, everything's on me. So it definitely is a little bit scary.
But safe to say, you're killing it.
Thank
Your
you.
fans love you. They were excited for us to talk about this album. So let's get into this album. I mean, tell me about it. Your new album, and it's pretty incredible because you wrote and produced this whole entire album. In addition, you dropped multiple music videos for basically every song on this album, and you directed these music videos. So wow, major congratulations. That is not easy work. So tell me about this.
Thank you. I mean, I've been writing songs and like recording and learning how to produce since I was like 16. And really, like, the idea for the album came one day. I was just kind of driving around, listening to my demos, kind of thinking, like, okay, what should I put out next? And I just kind of had an idea of, okay, these are my favorite songs. These are the ones I put on the album. And I want to make like a visual album.
Right.
So I am doing a music video for every single song. So the first six are out now as like part one, and then the last four are gonna be coming out in a few months. I just finished filming them last weekend. So the idea is kind of like I wanted it to feel like small town America, a little bit like Napoleon Dynamite vibes. And I just wanted to tell some romantic stories. The first part one story is very much like unrequited love. Kind of just really wanted to just portray how that feels. And the second one is a surprise. You guys will see. But that was kind of like the overall idea.
I mean, like I said, so much hard work put into this. I mean, crazy amounts of work. I don't think people know, or, I just from my job and talking to so many artists and kind of understanding everything that goes behind the scenes, I have so much appreciation for you guys and what you do. Not an easy job, but it's so many moving parts. So, but my next question for you is, I want to know, on this recent music project with, all your music videos, your 10 songs, making this album, Lauren, what would you say was the most challenging part of this and the most rewarding part of this?
Well, okay. The most challenging part for me is I'm definitely more of like an introvert and have like social anxiety. So really the most challenging part was like finding the right people to work with, and just kind of like the social aspect even of like trying to be like, okay, like let's make sure everyone's on the same page, let's like all get in the same vibe. Like having to like lead a group like that was very difficult for me. I feel a lot more comfortable now after like working on it for so long, but that was actually probably the hardest part. And the most rewarding part, I think it's just seeing everyone connecting with the song so much and connecting with the videos, because, it's like you have an idea in your head and it's like, well, I hope it will turn out good. And then, it turns out and you're like, well, I think it's good, but I don't know what other people think. So just seeing like people being so passionate and excited about it is like really, really meaningful to me, because it was so much work put into it.
Absolutely. And when you see that feedback from your fans and people that love you, I'm sure it's kind of like a, whew, okay, weight off the chest. I'm ready. And it gives you that like burst of confidence. Sometimes we all just need that reassurance. And trust me, reassurance for your new projects there. People love it.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Now, that being said, before we get into some fan asked questions, when people hear these 10 songs, what's the biggest thing that you hope, Lauren, your fans take from this new album?
Well, and this is something that I've heard from people that really touched me, was I hope people feel like they're not alone in what they're going through. Like, when you really like someone and you're kind of going crazy and they don't like you back and you're getting your heart broken, all this stuff's happening, like you can feel kind of like crazy and like, oh, what's wrong with me? And I want people to listen to it and feel like they're not alone. Like, hey, I've been there too. I've been through this too. And so many other people have as well.
100%. I'm in that boat, sister. I'm there. All right, let's get into some fan asked questions. We got a lot of submissions. I have 4 questions for you. So if you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay,
Let's do it. Question 1. Okay, your fans want to know, Lauren, is there any chance of Cimorelli live shows or Lauren live shows in the future?
Yes. I really want to do a live show, and I really want me and the girls to do a live show. I'm hoping that will happen this year. I think it should. And, I've been slowly coming around to the idea of doing one of my own shows. Probably I'll start with just like one in Nashville and see how that goes.
100%, to celebrate this new album. Are you kidding? You got to come out to LA so we could come support you too.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Fingers crossed. Okay, cool. So you guys, there is hope. Stay tuned for that. All right, question 2, Lauren. Your fans want to know, what is the favorite song of yours that you've ever written for the band or yourself, and why?
Oh, that's such a hard question.
Hard question.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it changes all the time. So I guess
to make it easier for you. Let's narrow in on that and tell us about your favorite song you wrote for your new album and why.
Okay. Um, this is so hard. Okay, my favorite one right now, I think, is my song Ended Up in Arkansas because I really like the lyrics. They're kind of more like funny and like quirky, I don't know. And it's just a really like different sound than anything I've done before, so I think it's fun.
Okay, Ended Up in Arkansas. Final answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, final answer. I love it. All right, question 3. Your fans, Lauren, say how long, I like this question. I'm intrigued by it. So, question 3. Lauren, how long does it usually take to write and produce both a song and an album from start to finish?
Well, it depends on the song. Like some of mine I wrote and produced them in one day. Some of them it took a lot longer to write and finish the production, like months or even like years of just like coming back to it 6 months later, tweaking this, tweaking that, tweaking that. But my album, to write and produce it from the first song written to it actually being done, because I did some of my older songs, it was probably like 6 years. But I would say, like, okay, if I was not using like older songs, let's say I started from scratch, how long it would take me to write and produce an album now? I could probably do that in like a few months.
Okay, but you really took your time on this one. Six
Yeah.
years of your time.
Yes, I did.
I mean, what a rewarding feeling when you finally, when you're working that many years and you finally are able to put out your babies at this point, because I'm sure all of these 10 songs are your babies. Like, what a rewarding feeling, and honestly, a pinch me feeling after all that work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, I can't really like process that it's like actually out finally.
Amazing. And my dog wanted to say congratulations too.
Thank you.
Last question from your fans here, but Lauren, your fans want to know, what would you tell your younger self now that you're 24, working on your solo projects? What is something you would say to the younger Lauren Cimorelli?
Um, I would say you'll be fine. Cause I feel like when I was younger, I just really like stressed so much about every little thing. I mean, I still do now, but a lot more back then.
Right.
Stressed about every little thing. Like I was just so like confused and scared, especially with like relationships. So I would just tell her, you'll be fine and you'll be in a good, healthy relationship later.
And so are you in a good, healthy relationship?
I am, yes.
We love that. How was your Valentine's Day?
It was good. Unfortunately, we're long distance right now, so we had to do like a FaceTime date, but it was cute. Like he like ordered me food and we were gonna watch a movie, but then I got really tired, so we didn't. But we had like a little date night on FaceTime.
That's so cute. You guys are making it work, long distance.
Yes.
I love it, Lauren. We are such fans of you. My last question for you. I mean, I know there's 4 more songs to come out, music videos with those songs. So what else can the fans be staying tuned for 2023? Anything you can tell us?
Um, well, yeah, those videos, I just finished filming last weekend, so we got to edit all of them. So probably like a few months, and those will be out. I don't know exactly when yet, just when they're done. I am thinking about doing an acoustic version of the album later this year, kind of like how I did for my last one for Orange and Blue. So that's something I will say.
Amazing. We love you, Lauren. You and
Thank you.
when I think of just some of the first OG girl groups that I knew on YouTube, that I knew in the industry, point blank, you guys pop in our head. My talent relations best friend at work absolutely adores you and your sisters. We are huge fans of you guys. So
Thank you.
It's an honor to talk to you, and major congratulations for everything.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
We are sending you love. Everyone watching, this is Lauren Cimorelli. Make sure you guys are following her. Make sure you guys are following Sweety High. We will be catching up with Lauren sometime, hopefully, in the near future of this year. But for now, go check out her album. Go check out the amazing music videos she wrote, produced, directed all this. So major congratulations, Lauren. What an incredible project.
Thank you, and thanks so much
nice.
for having me.
Of course. I hope we talk soon. Have such a great rest of your week.
Thanks. You too.
Lauren. Bye.
Bye.